The other thing that is a huge improvement in the Hero over previous Android handsets is the HTC Mail application. That is a real improvement. I can't begin to stress how big an improvement that is. If you go into here to have a look at your email, it really does work very nicely. You know, it's a huge improvement. Unfortunately, it doesn't do HTML mail, but as we can see, if we go here and look at an email from eBay, you know, so sadly there's no HTML mail here. I mean, if you're a Gmail user like I am, then it is possible for you to go to the full Google Mail app, and when you do, then you can obviously look at the same email and it will give you the HTML rendering of it. So you know, you can get there, but it's just not as neat or as nice, for example, as doing the same thing in the iPhone. So if I go into my inbox here in the iPhone, then you know, everything is you know, it's just nicer. I have to say, it is just nicer. The iPhone mail client is much better than currently what's available. You know, if I go up to the top here, up to the same email, then it is just a nicer, you know, a nicer setup. It might take a little bit longer to render, but it is nicer. There's no two ways about it. The other thing as well that I'm a little bit disappointed about with the email client here in the Hero is that I cannot set up reply to fields, for example, in the main Gmail account. So for example, I really would like to use the Gmail application so that I can get my email, you know, and benefit from HTML rendering, etc. But I can't do that because I can't set a reply to field, because I like to use a mail forwarding service. So I don't want anyone to see that, you know, their mail is actually ending up at a Gmail account, for example. So some ups, some downs. Now, one really big problem that I've discovered, which I think is a major issue for me, is in the HTC Smart Dialer. Now, this is a problem that HTC had with early versions of this dialer in Windows Mobile. They fixed it there, but for some reason they don't seem to have got it right here. If I go into phone, I've obviously synchronized all of my contacts with Google. Go into phone and look, all of these contacts with unknown next to them. I don't know if you guys can see that. Why? Okay, I know why actually. It's because all of these contacts have only a company name in them. They don't have either a first name or a last name. So here, if I scroll through, I have page after page after page of unknowns. How am I supposed to dial them from this dialer interface when I have no idea who they are? It's absolutely useless. It completely breaks the dialer for me. I can't make any kind of, you know, meaningful calls to any business that I have in my phone book because of this problem. Now, I know that it is the dialer that's at fault, because if we come out and go to the main applications and we go to this new HTC People application, wherever that's gone, it's here somewhere. Why can't I find it when I'm looking for it? It's probably right under my nose. People, here we go. I'm going to click People, then all of the contacts are populated. We have no unknowns, none at all. They're all there. So why is it that they can't get it right in the dialer? Very disappointing. The other thing I should point out is that if you want to try and synchronize the phone at the moment, your only option appears to be to synchronize it using the Google apps. HTC Sync is supposed to be available for the PC to allow you to synchronize with Outlook, etc. But it's not available yet. You simply can't download it for the Hero, so I don't know what you're supposed to do. If you are a Windows user and you happen to use an Exchange server, then you can use Active Sync, so you're not completely left out in the cold. But again, it's a problem. What else was there that I found that I didn't really like? The browser. let's get back to the browser. The browser generally is very good. I don't really have too much in the way of complaints here about the browser. It's trying to reach an orange website that you can't get at unless you're using the SIM card, the data network. So if we go here, and for example, one of my favourites, let's go to the BBC News website. So let's see how that renders. So we turn the phone sideways, then it will reorient. So it's pretty quick at doing that, it has to be said. So here we go, BBC News website, and it's pretty quick. You can scroll around. It's maybe not iPhone quick, but it's very good. You have the pinch zooming. You can double click to zoom. And one of the nice things is that the text does actually flow around. So if you go into a particular article and you've got text in it, then the text does nicely flow on the page, which I think a lot of other reviewers have pointed out, so that no matter how much you zoom in, you can still get the full width of the text, which is nice. So you can see it's just reflowing there, as you can see. But one of the really big disappointments here is that the flash doesn't work very well.